Yo, what up YouTube? Welcome back to another rank thought process video. In this video, I'll be showing you guys pretty much how to rank up. This is going to be my diamond lobbies. And it's been tough, honestly. This map is really hard for the simple fact everybody watches the pros play on this map, like ALGs, tournaments, all that stuff. So a lot of people are familiar with it. Not only that, there's a lot of cheaters this season, or this split, I should say. A lot of rampage abusers, which there's a rampage glitch out where you just use one thermite, you do some extra stuff, and you have it infinite. You don't have to recharge it, nothing. It just stays amped up the entire rest of the game until you die, pretty much. And normally they don't die. So I've been dealing with a lot of that too. That's only a PC thing now. So console players don't have to worry about that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I'm going to be recording this off the YouTube channel, so hopefully ads won't pop up. If they do, no big deal. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy, and hopefully it helps you all out as well. All right, guys, back into it with ranked thought process. Yes, I've been hard suck D4. Can't help it. I'm a bot lord. Hopefully the audio is good. I know I had it just right for whenever I had videos uploaded, but this is my first time recording from my YouTube video just because it's better quality. Pretty sure I have it on. Get it off auto. Make sure it doesn't switch at any point. So a big thing is finding out this map. You have to have a landing spot that you absolutely can vibe out with. You can go there every time, and you feel like it's golden no matter when you go there, even when you get bad loot, even when there's teams that contest you. For me and my team, I consider Blastoise and Papi Gordo my main team, my go-to if I really need to rank up, if I need to get better. Tournaments wise, you know, the whole nine. These guys are like my bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? Um, so we absolutely enjoy Overlook. Whenever we did tournaments and stuff on this map, we went Overlook, and Overlook's just it's our cup of tea. You know, it's just a place we're really familiar with, so it's good to get that down. If you can find a spot that you really like, you can do really good with, and not only just you, but your teammates that you play with, I promise you it's going to be a fun and easy time. And I like getting outside. I don't like messing with the buildings and the like the little dome over there where that team got. I like getting all the buildings because we get the buildings, we get the tunnel, and half the time you also get the replicator whenever it comes here, so you can craft up to a blue before you even fight this team. Sadly, replicator wasn't here, and it's all about holding this building. For some reason, if you hold this building, you normally win these fights. Because this building is just a building that everyone likes to push. And that's just good damage right there. Calling it out. Again, we have Caustic. Caustic's huge on this map right now. I recommend you having a Caustic on your team. Finding the guy that's really low, and it's about simply just playing off that. So I make sure I bubble out. The reason I bubble out, so I have enough room to fight, just in case they come back through, and me not just bubble down and they already be in my bubble. So again, it's about helping your teammates as soon as possible, trading shots, fighting together. And I was hoping he'd back up more, but he didn't. So right there, I tell Hector he has a whole Mikey's hand. Okay, Papi Gordo has a whole Blastoise hand, for the simple fact that you need to stay by your Caustic. If you're not the one that's trying to make flanks and do extra plays, you have to stay next to your Caustic. So even sometimes I'll stay next to the Caustic. It's the best thing to do in these situations. So a quick tip is pretty much, if you play on this map and you're struggling, I highly recommend playing Caustic. Not you playing Caustic, but one of your teammates playing Caustic. I promise it will make a big difference as long as you try to play buildings, especially late game and stuff like that. It really does help, I promise. Normally whenever you run Gibby Caustic, you will definitely need a rotational character. So you need Octane. More preferably, you want Valkyrie. I enjoy Octanes a lot more. They work well in the bubble. So that's the reason for that. That fight was pretty easy though. I was able to keep the high ground and poke out anyone that was really low. Bloodhound was 2 shots away. Blasted Bloodhound immediately again. I threw bubble a little out further, and that bubble positioning was simply because I didn't want anyone to really push me while I was jumping down in the bubble. So throwing it that far away, if they were trying to run in the bubble, I would be able to easily just shoot them as they're coming in instead of just dropping down on them. So that is kind of like that fight situation. And again, is me not really like not being lost. I'm aware of where my teammates are at. Hector goes down. Mikey's still up, and I'm able to easily rotate over to him and help him out with the Gibby, and then help him out a little bit with the Bloodhound. But that was mostly all him. I just got a few shots getting an assist. But again, you as a Gibby, you want to try to take main focus. That's why I just literally slid in there and just started hip firing the Gibby as much as possible to try to make myself notice. And the Bloodhound actually focused me because of that reason. I was just being Gibby's, catches people's eyes more than everybody else. I'm drinking some cold coffee, by the way. So a lot of these thought process for this map, again, there's going to be a lot of downtime. So I want to explain old fights a little more than usual because of how long these actually are. Because this map, majority of the time, it will 100% go late game no matter what happens on this map. Um, Simple as that. What this all is, it is, yes, it's 100% pointless, but it's just causing more mayhem, letting them know that there's another team coming up. And what ultimates do is Gibby is it's like a beacon of there's a fight. So for other teams that are far away, they can easily see that fight and they'll run to it as well. And as long as we keep our distance, nice thermite sea fly. As long as we keep our distance, those other teams coming in, we can also pluck them off as well. And then they're just going to get right in the mix, and it's just free KP for us. Um, I don't think we really get that much KP. I think Blastoise is the one that gets KP because people die to Storm. Um, but again, that's still solid. One of our teammates is able to get KP off of what we're doing right now currently. And again, we're keeping this distance. We're not going into the building because we know how many teams are about to show up and how many teams are already here. I think there's like 2 or 3 teams fighting over there. And we don't even know who all is trying to run over now that I threw my ult and stuff like that. And again, there's thermites going down. Beautiful arc. I actually did predict that arc. I'm not lying. It's just when people are about to go through doorways, you want to throw arc stars right in the middle of the doorway because that's more than likely where they're going to go. Um, and we're able to get that stick. We full send like crazy. And sadly, we have to deal with the caustic, but we put them down really fast. Watch out for the other team. Stay together. Stay together. Stay up top. Stay together. And right there, if you hear my in-game call out, I say stay up, stay up top, stay together, because there's other teams involved in this fight. Team Southwest should be right there. But again, we waited outside long enough, and we reacted to one of us getting a knock. I got a knock. Well, actually, I didn't get the knock. Poppy Gordo did. He capitalized on my big damage. This is where Blastoise gets his kills. I just call out the simple fact that there's a lot of people over there, and I struggle trying to get down. Did y'all ever do that? Try to like hurry up and like quick fall off, and you just keep going back and forth. I die like that so many times. It's kind of crazy. So just like where we were in the other building, looking at this building, we're keeping our distance. We're not going full into it because we know we don't really need to because circle is over here. And I did hear fighting to the southeast. So as kind of like the IGL, because as Gibby, I feel like you should be, even though of course the rotational character can be. I've gotten a lot better at IGLing. I feel like I'm still trying to learn it. My biggest downfall is like my communication mid fight. I kind of like silence up. And it's not good to do. It's always good trying to train yourself to get out of that. Just simple call outs, damage, whatever it is. And always just if your teammates are like kind of focused on the fight, make sure you're focused on the fight, but you're aware of everything else around you. That's why we're rotating this way because I heard a team to our left. If I ever talk too much in these videos or explain something like way too much or like I go off page, just let me know in the comments so I can focus up on one thing. I feel like I just jump all over the place. But we played that really well. Before we push the main building, which is the building we killed the caustic and the Loban or whatever it was. We were far away, shooting at first, letting everything go on, all the chaos, and we're just chilling until we needed to absolutely do something. Got a knock, we played off of it. I think we got 2 KP total for like as a team as a whole, and it worked out really well. And then Blastoise, you'll probably randomly hear him say he got KP. He gets KP twice. Lucky turd. Right there, I called out he needed a syringe. If you guys ever want to mess with their teammates, Yeah, he said another one in the ring. He's just getting KP like it's crazy. But if you ever want to mess with your teammates, if they don't like their health bar being like if it's like a little bit missing, just call them out on it. More than likely, it bothers them and they want to fix it. Um, I'm not a person that really bothers unless I see like an extra cell or a syringe in a bin. Then I'll finally use it. I'm just I don't like wasting heals on like a little bit of health, but I know some people it bothers, and Blastoise is one of the ones that it bothers. So I had to take advantage of that real quick. And again, if you guys get mad at each other, if you guys start like whatever happened in previous game goes on in this game, it's not fun. So try to have fun with whoever you're playing with.
No, I already bought
Um,
it. It's had no space, bro.
yeah. See, we're just vibing.
I already bought it.
Um, and they're what they're doing right now. They're making fun of how slow I loot. I am one of the slowest looters. Even if something's in a bin, if it's in a bag, I take forever looting. I don't know what it is. Um, I always talk about how my aim is not consistent. That's one thing bad about me. My in-game comms, I sometimes shut down middle of a fight where I'm just silent and fighting. Even though we can come out on top, I'm still silent. And the third thing is my looting ability. My looting is probably by far the worst thing I do. In Apex, I need to improve one actually. I'm just really slow at looting. I always have been.
I can't wait to have
So whenever it's always been a thing on like Twitch and stuff like that. Whenever I'm looting, people say I'm window shopping, because of how long I take to loot. So
Alright,
it's kind of funny.
we're gonna secure
But
this
again, this
building
game's all about
and
having
get the
fun.
blue
If you
shield
can't
ready.
have fun and downtime between these engagements and rotations or whatever it is, just try to have fun. Try to joke around.
Alright, trap this motherfucker up.
And
And
again,
fix our
with
building.
Caustic, you're able to hold down buildings, and it's absolutely huge. So I tell him to trap that up. He does. And what you want to do when you hold down buildings is what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for like nades, any other shields. That's why I told Hector to go back and get that blue shield even though it's broken. It's good to have shield swaps, grenades, extra heals, ammo, whatever it is, in your building. So if you lock down a building, go to the other ones next to you, go to the other bins, and get all the other loot and put it inside your building. Now there's going to be lobas and stuff, of course, on the map. This map is a good Loba map because of how much loot is in like a tight area because of all the buildings. But it's still good to it's still good to have like shield swaps and just be prepared, for fights and engagements. That's why I'm dropping all like the arc stars and stuff like that up here. That's why we have a bunch of arc stars and thermite grenades. It's good to have that. So that's like good simple knowledge just to keep in mind, when you do lock down a building, to make sure you get stuff from others and just put it inside yours so you always have it there, when needed. So one place you're gonna have to get really familiar with is thermal station. Thermal station by far. I don't know if anyone has like any like percentage of where circles close, like what POI, but I in my mind I feel like it's going to be thermal station because I feel like whenever I'm playing ranked, I'm in thermal station majority of my time throughout that day. So get familiar with thermal station and its circles. That's why we have this high ground because I feel like in these kind of circles you need high ground. So if you can get one of these high ground buildings, you're setting pretty solid. And again, we have caustic, so we're absolutely chilling. We're vibing. Um, Blastoise is struggling. He needs to go to the right and then climb up.
Hey, Mikey, I bet I can make you laugh.
Sure you can.
Look down. Okay, well, that wasn't supposed to be the laughing thing.
Unfortunate. If you guys can't hear the in-game comms, I wanted to make a joke and I wanted to make him laugh, and I got shot and it made him laugh, and that wasn't supposed to be a joke.
Yeah.
You're my biggest fan, bro.
Wow.
You laugh more at me getting
I want to make a biggest fan joke since he's on top of fan and he's big. Because he's fucking caustic out here on a tiny ass fan.
Times. 20 times.
And instead of that being the laughter moment, it was me telling him to look down, and me just get absolutely obliterated by a charge rifle. So it's not good when your friends laugh at your pain. Saying. Um, if you guys want in the comment section, just like kind of leave like a comment of what tip helps you out the most in these videos. You know, if it's map wise, if it's just kind of like something like strategy wise, any of that kind of thing, just let me know what helps the most. Honestly, like even the simple tip of the knowledge of bringing loot to your own building so you have an abundance of loot. Because if you're sitting there using a sniper, you know, if you, especially a charge rifle, you know, you shoot 10, 20 shots. You know, if you brought sniper ammo over, now you're chilling because you're just capped out again. Same thing with the bow check. You know, cause those kind of weapons, you run out of ammo fast.
The zone. Terrible.
So now we figured out that we're absolutely screwed. All right, so this circle, we're not winning. You can already tell you're not winning unless we get lucky and the two other teams or whatever other teams on the far side, like literally the opposite side of us, are fighting and we can jump pad and we have no one to worry about on our side. This game, spoiler, doesn't happen. We just had to fight for third place pretty much. Um, but I feel like we do it really well. That's why I'm still doing the thought process for this video. Because we played the map well, we rotated well, took the smart fights. And you know, still good RP gainage, and that's what the main thing you have to worry about is RP, but RP late. You know, like if you get kills late game, you're set and solid.
This is in.
So we pick one of the smaller buildings that are in, and that team we're gonna have to worry about eventually. And again, trapping up even as like a little bit of area is huge. Now this is like this is one of those areas where we're going to get focused by everybody, and it sucks, but it's just a matter of just trying to find the spot and stay there so you don't get hit as much. We don't do a really good job at that, but we try. I was trying to figure out who had Kraber. Someone was blasting somebody, and I didn't know who it was. And it was not the team that we were fighting. It was another team. So now my main focus. Yeah, I say in game we need to worry about our neighbors. We need to worry about this team across from us because this is our only competition at this point. This is the only way we're able to move up in squads. Like squads left, this team will kind of like if we can't win against the team right now, we're not going to be able to move forward successfully. So my main focus is looking at this team, and that's why I'm not really worried about the teams up top because we can't do anything with them anyway. So might as well, you know, get a higher placement by taking these guys out. And I don't know who this was over here, but they actually had a Beamerson. I went to like go to like do like a little stupid peek just to see where they were, and I got blasted for it. Sometimes I like to look over to make sure I'm still recording, because if I'm not recording, I've been like this far into it, which is 17 minutes, almost 18 minutes. Big sad.
What is going on? What is this angle this kid has, bro? I'm about to ult him just for shits and gigs because I have ult cells.
And this is a good wombo combo, guys. You gotta keep in mind what we do right here, especially in a outside building like this. We absolutely capitalize, and I know I go ahead and use my ult because we can't use it for anything else because we're pretty much going to die after this, and we know this.
I'm ulting them.
Huge ult. He ults. I throw arc star to clear him out more, and I just throw ult now. So after this ult, the reason why I wait a little bit is because I'm forcing them to go back up top because they don't want to be in this gas, and now they're getting blasted by my Gibby ult. Their Gibby ult goes down. I'm just trying to look out like around like beside us stuff. So far we knocked a Bloodhound, we knocked the Gibby. Wraith is the only one up. That's what I'm looking for right now currently is the Wraith. She teleported out. Teleport the Gibby out that's knocked.
Gibby almost thirsted.
And now it's all about thirsting to kill and trying to kill her as well. And she dies to another team. I re-break her.
She's using the glitch. Be careful.
And she's using the rampage glitch. Again, that rampage glitch is absolutely annoying where it's just stays charged up the entire time and there's nothing you can do about it. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about it. But yeah, it was huge. The reason why I waited a little bit is because I wanted them to climb up, get away from the caustic ult, and then I ult them. Now they're forced to come back down, but they can't really go back inside. They have to stay on the outside edges where we can just blast them.
We have to fight this kid.
Right here, I realized we just had to fight this last Gibby because every other team's looking at us from up top. So it's a matter of just winning this little fight. We got fourth right there. I have gold knockdown. I don't think it should be in the game because we're able to get third place off me having gold knockdown, which is huge for us. I'm just not a big fan of gold knockdown. There's a reason why it's,
Huge.
there's a reason why it's banned in ALGs and Pro League and like all the pros and tournaments. There's a reason why it's banned, and I don't like it. But it got us third place. So again, we played that extremely well. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it. We played it extremely well. It was absolutely huge. We gained some good RP off of it, and it's just unfortunate how we got stuck underneath, but we played it really well. We were able to wipe out one team, wiped out another team, which was a solo Gibby. But again, we had to rush it, and we got 167 RP from that. Huge gainage. Again, with that Gibby, we just had to ape him immediately. We had all the teams shooting down at us, so we were lucky to even get him down before we went down. And again, that gold knockdown kind of saved us. So, don't be disappointed if you guys can't win games like that because it was literally impossible unless that Gibby was non-existent and we were able to keep Hector alive. The jump had us up and over, but again, we're still going to have to deal with both teams still looking at us because they're in good positions up top. So we played it really well. A nice third place. And honestly, a good rank game. And this was our first game one for the day, too. As you can see, I'm only 29 minutes into my stream session, which was literally the first game of ranked. So I appreciate you guys watching it, and hopefully this game helps. Thank you. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed the YouTube video. I kind of watched it back just now because I do the intro before here and the outro afterwards, of course. You really can't hear the in-game audio that much. I just knew my voice was really loud, especially in my headphones, so that's why I turned it down a little much. Of course, I'm still going to upload it like this. Next video I do for the thought process, it will be turned up a little more, so hopefully my voice in-game isn't overwhelming to my voice talking like I am right now. Because I feel like a little more in-game audio should be there. You can hear a little bit of it, but again, my voice is so overwhelming like it is right now that I will turn it up a little more. So that's it about that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was really helpful. Let me know in the comments below. Again, what do you think was most helpful about this video for you for World's Edge or just simple ranked knowledge? It helps me kind of like what to base on, like what to keep touching on, especially in these games. So I appreciate everybody watching. And again, hope you enjoyed. See you guys in the next video. Peace.